Hello and welcome to all those that have joined, both here and online. I see lots of people have joined online. You will see in the screens behind you and on the side of you, your loved ones, your lecturers, some of our executive and council members of the Institute. My name is Dr. Marla Coonan and I'm the Executive Dean for Strategy and Stakeholder Management here at the Da Vinci Institute. But today it is my honor and my privilege to be your program director at this momentous occasion where some of you are graduating with your diploma and some of you with your higher certificates, and you've reached the pinnacle of your hard-earned journey. And today you will be applauded amongst your peers and amongst our procession. And as I said, the executive, I see quite a few of our executive have joined online, and the council. So I just want to go through a couple of things with you before the academic procession comes in. So first and foremost, we make our graduations small and intimate and have multiple graduations for a reason, and that is because this is your day in the sun. This is your day to celebrate with your family and your friends, so please don't run across. You are here to stand and be proud of who you are. So if you run, I will tell you not to, because I'm going to talk to you when you're standing here, but our photographers get very angry with me when I do that. So I'm going to point out that the cameras are positioned here. And you will see here that there's dots. Those of you that are at the back, you'll see when you come up, there's little post-its here. It's not social distancing signs. It's signs for you to know where to stand and smile for the camera so that your moms, wives, siblings have a beautiful picture of you up in the rooms. And the other thing I just wanted to point out was the procession will wear their masks the whole time. So you're welcome to take yours off and smile for the camera. If you want to remember COVID, you're welcome to wear your mask. But I think we're all a bit over COVID. But it's really up to you. If you feel uncomfortable to take your mask off, please feel free to leave it on. It's entirely up to you. And then what will happen is you will greet, you can fist pump, you can elbow bash, you can do whatever you want to do to our Senate and Council representatives, and then you will get capped by Louise. So what happens is Louise, you'll see that you've got your sash with you. It's actually called a hood, and Louise will hood you as you go past. So those were just a couple of things. You are welcome to take photos, videos, etc. with your phones. We just do ask that you don't use any flashes because of the fact that it will interfere with the professional photography flashes. And connected to that, we live stream today on YouTube. Then what we do is we just quickly take it down because we edit out things like people walking or any interruptions that happen, etc. And then in a couple of days, we put it back up. So you will always have a recorded copy of today, but you are also welcome to obviously take your own if you wish to. And then after the ceremony, I'm giving you everything up front. After the ceremony, we have snacks and drinks outside for you and those that are here. I'm sorry to the family online. You will have to go to your fridge, unfortunately. But we do also have someone from my team, a photographer, who will be out there just taking informal photos for you. So you're welcome with the academic procession to take photos with your family or yourself individually. And then we email those to your program convener. I think it's Sonia, if I'm not mistaken. And then Sonia will send you guys the link later today, and then you can just download those photos from us to you. So that is my whole story for you before I give you your welcome. Please rise as the academic procession comes in. Be seated. So I'm going to just introduce to you a couple of our guests and that are sitting in the procession and also in the audience. So I first want to start off in a typical Da Vinci way, showing inclusivity, and I'm trying different languages every day, so please do forgive me if I make errors, but I do try not to. I will say greetings, welcome, dumelang, groete, sanibonani, karibu, moreso, zangu, ola. From different parts of the world. It is in order for us to be able to show that our students really do represent the globe, whether they leave the country and go and practice elsewhere, or any areas, thank you, Sonia, sorry about that, or any other areas that they may find themselves. We do find that our students are global citizens because they are agile, aligned, and engaged. So this is a formal graduation ceremony, and that means that we have to have representatives from the highest academic body, which is our Senate of the Da Vinci Institute. So sitting alongside me is Dr. Mario Landman, who is going to be representing Senate today, and he will later formally open this congregation as a legal gathering. Alongside him is actually the chairperson of Senate, but she is today representing the Council of the Da Vinci Institute, which it is a group of business professionals who look at the business aspect of Da Vinci and ensuring that we bring and we merge together both academic endeavour and the business endeavour. That is Dr. Franzel Deploy-Saliers. To her left is our registrar, Ms. Louise Fuller. Her role is all the legislative functions of the Institute. So she checks and gathers the information connected to if somebody's qualified to graduate, etc. So any mistakes on the certificates you can send to Louise. I'm just kidding, she's really good with her administrative things. But the reality is that we have to have a very stringent legislative function as a higher education institution, I'm sure you can imagine. And then at the back is our remarkable Da Vinci alumnus, and she's graduated with her PhD from our institute. She's a very well-known businesswoman herself, and that is Dr. Regina Masete, who's going to later, after you've graduated, give you her words of wisdom and share with you today. Thank you, Dr. Masete, for joining us today. So it is now the very exciting part where I'm almost going to begin graduating each of you. And I'm first going to call on Dr. Mario Landman to formally open the proceedings today.
Good morning. By the power vested in me as a member of the Da Vinci Institute Senate, I hereby constitute this congregation as a lawful gathering for the Da Vinci Institute.
Thank you, Dr. Landman. Right, so now what happens is that I have to ask for permission in order for me to graduate each of you. But before I do so, I just wanted to say a couple of words to you as our soon-to-be alumni and our current students for just a few more moments. I put together some words of Arthur Ashe and Don Williams about a journey. They say success is a journey, not a destination. The road of life twists and turns, and no two directions are ever the same. Yet our lessons come from the journey and not the destination. So I think for me, today is a destination, and you should celebrate yourselves, and you should self-reflect on the amazing journey that you've taken. But I can promise you, and I know that as much as you're wearing beautiful shoes, I do love those gold shoes, as much as you're wearing beautiful shoes today and you've donned your best to come here today, you have walked a very tough road to get here. So there's a pair of tackies sitting in your cupboard that have no soles, that are splattered and dirty. There is no doubt that being an adult learner and having to traverse things like family, work commitments, all the other pressures that come with being an adult are things that play a role in an adult getting a qualification versus someone who's able to be supported and, young, and I don't say any of you are old, just speaking to the fact that it's a far less stressful journey than when you have to traverse multiple things. So I want you to be proud of this journey, not only this destination of today, but the journey of each and every single one of your lives. It is absolutely incredible that through everything and a pandemic, you were able to get here today. So I say to you that our journeys will never be the same because each and every one of you is a unique individual. We say at Da Vinci, and we speak of the cooperative Da Vinci galaxy, and that is about the fact that every single one of our students that graduate from the Institute become a shining star in our Da Vinci galaxy. And that is because every star is unique. It has its own coordinates, it has its own position in the sky, and every single one of you will today be placed in the Da Vinci galaxy as a shining, unique star. So whether your journey took you on dusty roads or marshland or through forests or through waterfalls or through whatever it took you, I want you to remember it is your unique story of your life, and we want you to share that story with us as you go ahead, and we hope you will come back and study further with us, but we want to stay connected with you throughout. Today, I hope that you will take just a moment and a breath and stop on your journey of your life and enjoy the view. And I always say that people always say it's about climbing a mountain and getting to the top and seeing the view. I don't enjoy climbing a mountain. So I say mine would be that I would drive somewhere, get out the car and look at a beautiful beach. But the reality is we all have different likes in this world. So whatever that view is that you see out of your window today, I hope that you say to yourself, I am here and I am proud, because we sitting over here are indeed proud of you and those online that have joined, of who you are and what you are continually becoming. Congratulations on this remarkable milestone. And it is now time for the exciting part. I hope I'm going to hear families shout, cheer, ululate, get excited for one another. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to request to the Senate member and ask for permission to grant the qualifications. Senate member, I request you to confer the qualification Diploma in Management of Technology and Innovation on the candidates I present to you today. Thank you for your permission. Could the academic procession please stand? And each of you will be congratulated. I want to make mention of Tsolofelo Monyai, who's joined us online from FNB, and I want to once again thank First National Bank for the investments that they make in the students today, but also in students in the entire country. Tsolofelo, to you and your team, thank you very much for the impact that you continually make. Our first student that will be graduating today with his diploma is Mohammed Shabir Khan. Congratulations. I always say it's tough being the first person, so you're going to gather here, fist pump around, go there and stand, fantastic, and now you're going to smile for the camera. I want to say to Mohammed and to the entire Khan family, I have no doubt that this journey was one that was not always easy, but you have gotten here to this destination. I hope you are proud of yourself. I see you have a very proud loved one in front who is watching you, and I hope that you know that you're an example to your community, to everybody who loves you, and I hope you will be proud and celebrate the Khan name today. Congratulations. Well done. The next student graduating today is Melita Motlago Masedi. Congratulations. To the Masedi family, I want to congratulate you on your wonderful achievement of your beautiful daughter here today. And I say to you, Melita, that I congratulate you on this remarkable achievement. You are standing here because of perseverance and because of sheer will and determination. As you are hooded by Louise, I hope that you and the whole Masedi family will celebrate today your glory. Congratulations. I was going to say, where's the ululation? Louder! Yes, please, you guys can shout, cheer, and make as much noise as you want. Our next student graduating today is Dylan Carl Nagel. Congratulations. I would like to make special mention of the fact that Dylan is graduating today cum laude. Dylan, many of us standing here before you know what it takes to celebrate and also to graduate cum laude. I'm sorry I made you look away. To graduate cum laude, it is no easy feat. So you are getting a double whammy for the Nagel family today, not only graduating, but receiving your qualification cum laude. Congratulations. Dylan, may you continually impact society with the knowledge that you've gained, and we congratulate you on this journey. Well done. Jacelyn, you're going to have to wait a moment because we do also acknowledge our students who join online and are unable to join us. So I'm not calling you Duran incorrectly. We've got our student joining online, and I can see Duran Adrian Naidu. Congratulations. To you, Duran, and the entire Naidu family, I can see you clapping on screen. I say congratulations to you and thank you for joining us today. We're indeed proud of your achievement, and I hope that you are too. If you want to unmute your mic and say something, you're welcome to. Okay, I think Duran may be staying quiet or is a bit shy. So Duran, we will celebrate with you, and we hope you and your family are celebrating today. Congratulations. The next candidate I present to you today for graduation is Jacelyn Pillay. Congratulations. I want to say to the Pillay family that you today have a shining star in your galaxy as much as we have in ours. Jacelyn has received Jason has received this qualification because he reached a pinnacle. We congratulate you, and we say that we know that you will continue to impact society with the learning that you've gained and the charisma and personality that is innate within you. Congratulations. The next student graduating today is Gerardus van Eysen. Congratulations. To the Van Eysen family, may you stand with pride today as Gerardus reaches this milestone, and that he took a journey and a path less traveled by many people. I think people always think it's easy to get to the destination, but they don't understand the will, the commitment, and perseverance it takes. I congratulate you on that and your achievement. Well done. As you hold the Van Eysen family high and get capped by our registrar, I hope you will celebrate and enjoy. And congratulations to you all. Well done. I want to thank First National Bank again for investing in these students, and to each and every one of you, I would like to say to Mohammed, Melita, Dylan, Duran, Jacelyn, and Gerardus, welcome to the Da Vinci Galaxy. Your star is up in our galaxy, and we could not be more proud. Congratulations. Senate member, I request you to confer the qualification Higher Certificate in Management of Technology and Innovation on the candidates I present to you now. Thank you. I now have the opportunity to shift qualifications and to award the higher certificates to the following students. And I would also like to make mention of a couple of organizations. So once again, to First National Bank, for the first student for your contribution to education. The following student completed electives in business analysis, and she is our first student graduating with her higher certificate today, Sonia Verona Harwood. Congratulations. Sonia, I hope as you come up. Oh, she wanted to, our Senate member, Dr. Deploy Saliers, you've got to start this. Our Senate member is not greeting our students. Sonia, congratulations. He was more worried about your photo. Okay, so Sonia, I want to say to you that this journey to get your qualification, it is really a qualification that gives you the start and the stepping stone into some aspects of your innate remarkability. And I think few people understand how difficult it is to actually be able to complete a qualification in a short period of time and while you work and do all these things. So I'm indeed proud of you today, as is, I'm sure, your whole family. Congratulations. As you go to Louise and you receive your higher certificate today, and she puts that sash, Louise has corrected me to say she's capping you with a hood. She hoods you today. I hope that you do feel like a Wonder Woman, because you're indeed one. Congratulations. And to the Harwood family, I see a lot of pride there. Congratulations. Now, our next person graduating holds a special place in many of our hearts, and I want to thank the Department of Science and Innovation for investing in the student. Many of you would not necessarily have had him as part of your Da Vinci family, but all of us standing here today had him as part of ours. Prince used to work for the Da Vinci Institute, and he used to be involved in our IT department. And today, Prince, it gives me absolute pride. He used to stand here with me very often, and today it's your turn, Prince. So I introduce to you Prince Lekame Moloto. Congratulations. Now, I'm waiting for you to smile because you know you're not supposed to look anywhere else. Prince, you have definitely climbed a mountain to get here, and we are all so proud of you, and everybody that's joined online from the Executive and Council as well. Even though you may have moved on, you will forever be a part of our Da Vinci family, and now you're an alumnus of our institute. Congratulations. Prince, to the Moloto family, I know how proud they are of you, and we are just as proud. So you're a Moloto Da Vincian. Congratulations. I would now like to please call up Ibrahim Vali. Ibrahim is representing Prakalt. Oh, thank you, Sonia. One for you and for Maria. Ibrahim is. So Ibrahim, if you could stand here with the panel, sorry. So Ibrahim is joining us from Prakalt Consultancy, who's invested in our next student, and you may wonder why he's standing in the middle and there's all these frames alongside him, and that is because our next student, who is Mfundo Lionel Ntini, is actually a top achiever for the management of people. Congratulations. Apologies, I gave you both. Thank you. I'm sorry that I sidelined there. I would like to thank you, first of all, Ibrahim, for what you do for education in this country and for people in this country. When someone invests in others and grows the timber, they make a sustainable and remarkable impact on society, and I thank you immensely for this. And to you, our shining star, Mfundo, we are so proud of you, and indeed the Ntini family must be so proud of you, because to get an award like this, I want you to understand, it is not only amongst your peers, it is amongst all the higher certificate students that graduate in this cohort, which means from the May and the October graduations, all higher certificate students, you are the top achiever. And I want to call you a king of hearts because you have got it in the management of people, and that means that you care about the people. Congratulations to our king of hearts. Well done. And as Mfundo gets his qualification, I want to say to you, you are not only a top achiever, but you're also giving the Ntini family much pride by receiving your qualification today. Congratulations. This is indeed a remarkable achievement. Well done. Thank you once again to Prakalt Consulting for not only investing in the student, but taking the time and effort to come here today. You certainly show us that you're an employee of the people as well. Thank you very much. Right, so now I would like to call our next student, and that is Yumin Tang. Congratulations. Yumin, as you stand up here with pride, I want you to take a moment and be proud of yourself. You have stepped this journey, and today is the pinnacle of that journey. Congratulations. And as you receive your qualification from Louise, and she puts that hood over you, I hope you and the Tang family know that you have stepped this journey and you can do it with pride, and we look forward to having you as a continual lifelong learner. Well done. I want to make mention of the fact of the Department of Science and Innovation, who were big role players as part of the TT100 in the journey of Prince, Mfundo, and Yumin. Thank you very much to the Department of Science and Innovation for continually investing in students in various ways through our TT100 initiative. They are really a remarkable organization who do so much for this country. And now it is very exciting for me, as the students have graduated, we have someone who's here who graduated in May, so she is already an alumnus of the Institute, but she's joining us online, and that is that she is, that's why I removed that frame, but I do ask that, Dr. Landman and Dr. Deploy-Saliers do hold it for a photo that we can also send it to her. Shakila, I hope you can hear me. The top achiever in the management of technology, self, other, and social context in the higher certificate for 2021, joining us virtually, is Ms. Shakila Banu Bra from MTN. Congratulations. Shakila, I'm not sure if you can unmute yourself and put your camera on, but on behalf of the Da Vinci Institute, behalf of the Council and the Senate, we want to congratulate both you and Mfundo on your top Achiever Awards. And we want to say to you, well done, and you are already alumnus of the Institute, and you are shining a bright star and holding our flag high. Shakila, I'm not sure if you want to unmute. No forced. You can stay quiet if you want. Okay, I think Shakila's decided to keep quiet. We have a shy audience today. But Shakila, please celebrate today. We're indeed very proud of you. Thanks, Dr. Landman. I'll just put that down. You may be seated. I would now like to say that what we like to do for our students is we like to serenade you with a little bit of opera. But unfortunately, Prince, I should make you sing. Because Prince sings beautifully. But unfortunately, due to COVID-19 regulations, this will be done online, and so we've done a pre-recording of it. But it is a dedication to each and every single one of you that has graduated today, and that is God Bless Africa. Congratulations to our new Da Vinci alumnus. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce someone to you who's going to inspire you with her words, and that is because she's one of the most vibrant, passionate people that I have met. I was privileged when she did her doctorate to actually be on her oral defense panel, and I can tell you one thing, that she exudes a sense of passion that I've seldom seen in people. Dr. Regina Massetti is currently employed by ABSA Group. She's the head of Fleet Card within Vehicle and Asset Management Solutions, well, in the Asset Management and Solutions division. She has worked in leadership positions in various banks around this country for the last 18 years, and 14 of which have been at top management level. She is someone who has a wealth of knowledge, and she has business expertise in various aspects. She's an inspirational leader to all the individuals. I've never seen someone, Dr. Massetti, who's so passionate about the people. You exude an element of love for everybody that you meet. And I've seen some of those people that you've impacted, and they always speak about your inclusivity and the way that you really do follow the cooperative framework of Da Vinci, and you form a circle with people, and you believe in the principles of Ubuntu, that I am because we are, and you never exclude people. I often say that a true leader is someone who's able to recognize their own abilities in order to not feel threatened by those around them. And that is why I believe that you build so many people in this nation. You are somebody who has strong people skills, good communication skills, you're deadline driven, but you're a self-motivator. You're somebody who leads through your people, and I think that this is an incredible quality when we look at things like the management of people and why people in your division are often so innovative, because you drive people and innovation. I think your strong customer relationship management skills is what makes you an absolute asset to all the banks that you have influenced over your career. And I want to say, a more hardworking, committed, and energetic person I have seldom met. You are somebody that we are proud to have as a Da Vinci alumnus. Dr. Massetti has completed her doctorate, I said, at the Da Vinci Institute, and she has a total of 22 qualifications. She has multiple areas. I think many of us are sort of shrinking backwards, but this shows what lifelong learning is all about, and this shows how we can be committed to lifelong learning. It does not have to be in the form of full qualifications. It can be in multiple areas where we can grow and develop in terms of this. Dr. Massetti is someone who's a coach and mentor naturally, and I hope today she inspires you with her words. We thank her for taking time out to come and address you. Dr. Regina Massetti.
A very good morning to everyone. Can I take off my mask?
Yes, you can take off your mask.
Thank you. A very good morning to everyone. More so our graduates, because I know exactly how it feels at the moment. And your parents, they're very proud of you, because I know exactly how my mom felt about me in every qualification that I have achieved in my life. And looking at my left-hand side, Dr. Mario and everyone else, really thank you. And I honor you for doing this with the love and with the respect and with the understanding, Dr. Mala, that when we come here to the Da Vinci and during our graduation ceremony, we're taking this very serious. We're taking our qualifications very serious. Our journey, and more so, I'll keep on reverting back to the parents, because this is the most proud moment for any parent, to see your children or to see your child prosper through the journey of education. And I hope that I'm going to motivate you today, and trust me, it has never been an easy journey. I started my journey with a certificate. I moved on to a senior certificate. I moved into a diploma, then I moved into a BCom and an honors degree. I moved on to my MBA. And when I started with my MBA, I asked myself, really, Regina, you're really taking chances. Because I looked at myself as a very young girl that grew up from the rural area called Zaning, Khasikororo in Limpopo. And when I looked at myself, I'm like, girl, you've never been to any multiracial school and you've never done any commercials. In my days, when I grew up, the only subject that you could actually choose from was like your geography, biology, biblical studies, and home economics. And from that, when I heard about commercial, people started talking about accounting, talking about, statistics. I just saw numbers on top of the other. And I asked myself, what is statistics all about? Will I ever even gonna make it? And you hear people talk about these things and how difficult it can be in your journey. And I said to myself, oh, statistics look scary. Will I ever gonna make it? Let me tell you the secret. The passion that you had in you internally, that is the main driver. That is your gut feel. If it tells you no matter how difficult it is, you're gonna make it, listen to that inner person. Because not your professor, not your doctor, not your mother can take control of that, but you will feel it. That's why we are sitting here today looking at the graduating with cum laude. We're looking at some of the people, our top achievers from MTN, from FNB and different organizations. You know why? It's because you listened to that inner person that was talking to you privately, and you said to yourself, I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna go for it because I'm meant for it. And that inner person, please do not let that person die. And I want to quote, graduation is not the end, but is the beginning. As you start today, those who have your certificates, those who have your diplomas, go back onto the Da Vinci website and ask yourself, where to from here? And keep on growing yourself, because you will never go wrong when it comes to an academia, when it comes to education, because it's all about self-fulfillment and wanting to find yourself on the next level. And without education, colleagues, you cannot go anywhere else. So I'm gonna go into my my speech of the day, and I'm gonna bring reality home. And please bear with me. Some of the reality is not easy to swallow, but we need to understand that this is what is currently happening in our country, and how do we then position ourselves within the challenges that we are facing as a country. So South Africa at the moment, I'm gonna look at the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate hit 34.4% in the second quarter of 2021, which was moving from 32.6 in the previous period. What a huge jump. The highest rate in comparable data since 2008. You can imagine, things are not going well. And the unrest and the looting within our country, plus the pandemic, they made things even look more worse. The number of unemployment persons jumped by 584,000 to 7.8 million. Employment fell, right? Employment fell by 54,000 to 14.9 million. That resulted in labor force went up by 500,000, which brings labor force now in South Africa by 22.8 million. This is sad, right? So, I'm giving you a homework. The guys that graduated cum laude, the top achievers, and everybody else, my homework that I'm giving back to you is to say, upon your graduation today, most of institutions in South Africa, and forgive me, Dr. Mala, most of institutions in South Africa, they prepare you to go and look for employment after graduation. Today, I'm asking you, go out there and create employment. Please do not sit and get stuck with your qualifications and say, but I heard the unemployment rate has jumped so high. It has jumped so high, but not for you. There are industries that are still recruiting. So let me tell you a short story about myself. My first qualifications amongst the 22, I studied what you call hotel management. And I went to Switzerland. I loved cooking. I loved food and beverage. I loved hotel industry as a whole. But upon completion, I found myself in Standard Bank. How is that? And that was my first job. So I'm encouraging you, the very first opportunity that presents itself, if you are unemployed, please grab it. Don't go and say, but I studied for management of innovation and technology. Management of innovation and technology is not all about IT. It's not all about touching a computer. It's about making life seamless. Anything that you touch and it improves the other person's life, that is innovation. I will use a very simple example. The person that designed the washing machine, that is innovation. Instead of a woman sitting in the house the entire day, doing your washing, hanging outside on the lane and all of that, do you know what you do? While you're cooking, while you're bathing, while you're doing everything, your washing is busy washing. You get it out, it's spinning itself, it's dry, and somebody else is ironing. That is innovation. Anything that you do, it improves your life, and it improves lives of the others, and it saves you time. That is innovation. So my homework, I attend a lot of curiosities online, and because it adds so much value. And every day when I drop that call, I reflect and I realize my professor, Benjamin Anderson, said to me on my graduation, a week before graduation, he said to me, Regina, you have graduated, but let me tell you something. Your graduation date is a confirmation of how little knowledge you know. And I reflected, I said, but I'm a doctor. But when I attend Curiosity, then I reflected and I started to understand the true meaning of what my professor was telling me. I'm a doctor, guys, but there is so much that I need to know. There is so much that I still need to research and get to know out there. I mean, look at our professor, the 9-year-old that visited Da Vinci. And when I looked at the things that came out online, everybody was on the website and saying, Dr. Bobby, what the hell is going on? 9-year-old. But I learned a lot from there. You might be carrying your certificate. You might be carrying your diplomas. I've got a lot to learn from you. We're exchanging knowledge. No one is an expert. Please go out there. Remember the word passion when you walk out here. One of the doctors, Dr. Mala, in our curiosity session, Dr. Ezra Ndwandwe, he mentioned this word, and I'm going to read it exactly, quote it exactly the way he said it. Entrepreneur should be presented as a career path, not only when people could not find jobs. The market out there is not doing well, and I've indicated the labor force is downsizing. If that is the case, what does this statement mean to you? Go out there and create jobs for yourself. Create jobs for the others. Remember your passion and create the best jobs for others and the best companies for others, because we are all looking up to you. And as we go through that journey, remember the devil called COVID. I call COVID the devil, because COVID has changed so many things in the world, not just in South Africa. The way we do things, the way we see things. And I'm going to use a very typical example. My daughter just got recently graduated, and she was employed by F&B. She doesn't know the manager. She went for an interview online. She went to head office F&B to collect her laptop, her Wi-Fi and everything. She was trained online. She doesn't know what is a gym look like other than online. She doesn't know, like my olden days when I had the luxury of knowing what is a canteen, what is networking all about, being at work, bumping into your boss, and you ask your boss, how do we do this? You know that office quick chat and where you get to learn a lot. She was never exposed to that. She was only exposed to the new ways of living, the new ways of doing work, and which is called now lately the hybrid model. So now, in a nutshell, technology, in a way, don't get me wrong, has replaced human element. And if technology has replaced human element, we need to fight for our seat. We need to fight for our relevance. And how do we do that? We need to look at opportunities around COVID and say, yes, COVID is here, but we can still thrive. What are the organizations that are doing well? And I'm going to repeat, whatever opportunity that comes your way, please grab it, embrace it, and run with it, because you never know. That opportunity might be lending you to the next opportunity that becomes your dream job or your dream company. Let's not think about jobs only. Let's think about companies. And in closure, I'm going to repeat my quote again, because this quote stands out for me. Remember your passion, that is your inner driver, and entrepreneur should be presented as a career path, not only when people could not find jobs. Dr. Ezra Ndawande. As you go out there, remember, Regina started in a call center environment. I moved to as a branch manager. I moved to area manager. I moved to regional head, to where I find myself today. You only start somewhere to be somewhere. Don't undermine any opportunity that you come across. Be there, be passionate, be the best, go all out. Make yourself your own brand intelligence. Get known for the good that you can deliver. You will arrive at your destination. By the way, I still haven't arrived. I'm still dreaming of becoming a CEO of my own company or some company one day. And I tell myself every day, regardless of the challenges we're facing with COVID, I am still on a journey. And thank you very much. And I hope you are motivated, inspired, and ready to go out there and face corporate world regardless of COVID-19. Congratulations once again. Thank you, Dr. Mama.
I have no doubt that every one of you will agree when I said that she's vibrant and passionate and amazing. Dr. Masete, all I see is nods of heads. You wear red, and it is a symbol of passion. At Da Vinci, we always say that you are stars, but the part I haven't gotten to is about the galaxy, which I will now. And I want to say that your constellation in our galaxy is one of passion and perseverance, Dr. Masete. I think that you are somebody who really takes this world forward. And you were inspiring today, but two of the key points that I got out was we have to wake up every single day and feel passionate about who we are, our own inner self. And I said earlier that often toxic leaders are people who have no self-confidence and who actually bully us because they're not happy with their own inner self. Self-love is critical in order for you to be a leader who actually nurtures others. And Dr. Masete, you to me are an example of that, someone who practices both inward and outward love and passion. And I think that that's what leads to really strongly led organizations. And I would any day work for you as the CEO of whichever organization you find yourself. Thank you very much. And now it is indeed my pleasure to be able to close the ceremony before I ask Dr. Landman to dissolve, and that is to give my closing address. So I want to start off by saying that I said yesterday that I thought by the end of the day my voice would be a bit more hoarse. And so maybe, Mary, I should ask you to do this, because I know you're quite good at this. In a galaxy far, far away, amongst the dust of the particles of the people before us, with gas and gravity at play, lies a very unique galaxy, and it's up on the screens and your family at home can see, and that is called the Da Vinci galaxy. So that is only one symbol there, that twinkling star and the remarkable cow. If you look within your graduation programs, you will see that there is the 9 dots that you did when you started, that makes a cut. You will see that there. You will see many other things, the TIPS framework. That is the constellations that symbolize Da Vinci as the institute. But what we are saying to each and every single one of you when we say that you're a star is that the most remarkable parts of our galaxy is our students. You are the reason that we are here today. And so for us, we say that we thank you for giving us one chapter of your remarkable journey of your life. But we want to be part of your whole book and not just this chapter. So each and every one of you has to form your own constellation. As Dr. Masete spoke to it, you have your own passion, you have your own drive, you have your own dreams and wishes. And we want to encourage you to not, yours is not the purple cow, yours is not the TIPS framework. That is part of your co-created reality with Da Vinci. But each and every one of you would have your own constellation. And we say today to Mohammed, Melita, Dylan, Duran, Jaislyn, Gerardus, Sonia, Prince, Mfundo, Yumin, and Shakila, we welcome you into the Da Vinci galaxy, and we look forward to watching your constellation connect and collect with the multiple stars that you put up there in the sky. Stephen Hawkins once said, "Look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense about what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious always." I want to say to you that one of the things about the galaxy is that it is something infinite. None of us, and no amount of science and no amount of anything, can ever stop the wonder of a galaxy. We know certain things about it, but not everything. And that's what I want to say to each and every one of you today, which was Dr. Masete's message, that you do know something, but you don't know everything. There is so much more for every single one of us sitting here today to learn. And I hope your life is filled with a lifelong journey of learning, that you will remain part of the Da Vinci family, whether you choose to study here again or not, that you know that we want to know what is happening in your lives and in your careers. Every month, Dr. Masete spoke about Curiosita. We invite you to Curiositas, demonstrazioni, other events. We send out the newsletter and we ask students, please tell us about yourselves. And what I'm saying is, people often think it's vain to say, I would like to be profiled. No, it is not. We want to profile each of you, and we recognize that this month you may be busy, but perhaps next month you would have a gap for us to be able to do so. So please mail us and connect with us and say, please may I be profiled this month, etc. We will be in touch with you, but often students will say, unfortunately, right now I can't. We want every single person to celebrate alongside you in our community. And then I want to remind you of 4 things that we hold dear at Da Vinci. The one is about curiosity. I want you to never forget that inner child, that moment of exhilaration. Dr. Masete spoke about our laureate, which is Professor Sabono Isaac Bari, who is only 9 years old. And one of the things that fascinated me, he's staying with one of our alumnus, Dr. Tarani Mabunda, and Dr. Mabunda's got one of those fire poles at his house. And you can go look on Prof. Sabono's website, and he's put it down where Dr. Mabunda made him go down that. And you can just hear the inner child giggling and laughing. It doesn't matter what knowledge we have. We all have an inner child, and as we get older, somehow we forget it. And Dr. Masete, I think that's why we forget our passion, because we forget our inner curiosity and our inner child. The next thing is about the fact that you are complex people. You are intelligent people. That is why you are transdisciplinary in nature. You are able to traverse between different disciplines and say, well, I'm going to include philosophy with economics. I'm going to include banking with sociology, etc. So I say to you that you are transdisciplinary learners. And so go out there and do as many different things as you can possibly do. And most importantly, I want to say that inclusivity is something really critical at Da Vinci. I said different languages in the beginning, and it was for something more deep than just stating it. And that is, there's nothing worse than inclusivity or transformation being some tick box exercise. This is about us truly embracing the diversity of people. Every one of you sitting here today has a unique story. You have a family background, you have a religious background, you have a cultural background, you have good and bad experiences in your life. And I want to say to you today, we see each and every one of you. And there is no way that you got to this part of the journey without going through some darkness and some hardship. But the absolute brightest stars shine in the darkest times. So you have shown that you can harness both darkness and light. And that is a superpower, because it means that you can overcome anything if you can do that. So I hope today you will celebrate the fact that you're a holistic human being who is able to co-create really remarkable realities with all those in your system, in your family, and all those that come into contact with you in your workplace, or as Dr. Masete said, when you choose a career path in entrepreneurship, which is what I hope many of you do, and become those, or are already those, that create jobs for others. And so, as we get to the end, I would like to call on Dr. Mario Landman to dissolve the congregation. But before he does so, I would like the academic procession to please stand. And I would like us, as an academic procession, to one more time give a standing ovation and a round of applause to the following Da Vinci stars: Mohammed, Melita, Dylan, Duran, Jacelyn, Gerardo, Sonia, Prince, Mafundo, Yumin, and Shakila. Congratulations. Woo! Dr. Landman, if you would please dissolve the congregation.
Thank you. As a member of Senate of the Da Vinci Institute, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the Da Vinci Institute for Technology Management.
Thank you. And so I can now officially say to you, you are no longer students, you are now alumnus. Congratulations. As I said at the beginning, which you may have forgotten, my very handsome and pretty academic procession here and Dr. Masete will be available outside, just outside the door for you to take photos if you want to take with your families, etc. And if you want to take with your with staff members, you're welcome to do so. And then after which, please feel free to get snacks and drinks, and Sonia will be waiting in reception area for you to collect your certificates. But we encourage you, before you give your gowns back, etc., to come and have your photos outside so you can keep them, and Storm will send them to Sonia, and it will be sent to you on a link that you'll be able to then download today, but you're welcome to also use your cell phones. May I please ask you to stand for the National Anthem of the Republic of South Africa, and then the academic procession will leave after the national anthem, followed by each of you. We sing the national anthem in order to honor the country in which our qualifications are registered and accredited.
Sisi